welcome to the webinar. My name is Elizabeth Buerta and I'm a Pastel consultant at Avast IT. For today's webinar, we'll be looking at a few features within the Sage 50 Cloud Pastel Partner and Express packages. Some of the reasons why you would love Sage 50C, as it is referred to, is because it is a cloud integrated program, which means you can integrate certain cloud features within your Pastel program. For example, Sage Contact, which syncs your records, contact details, last 5 payments, and invoices for both customers and suppliers to your Office 365 Business Premium account. You can also schedule backups to OneDrive. No more worries about losing a flash drive, forgetting to backup, or losing your mind over who did a backup and when losses was done. Sage Capture is also one of the new cloud features introduced within the new version. This allows you to take a photo of your source documents, save them to OneDrive, and post the transactions into Pastel. For example, if you go out to a coffee shop, you were on a business trip, you can now take a photo of that slip and then you can put it onto OneDrive, and then your accountant can post it into Pastel when she's in the office. Automatic bank feeds is also another great addition. So let's move on to actually seeing what the program looks like and what features it can offer you. I'm going to start with Sage Pastel Express. So I'm just going to log into the demo company. Okay. So this is what your home screen will look like as soon as you've logged into the company. So within Pastel Express as well as Partner, you've got your 4 cores that is mainly in your accounting system, i.e. customers, suppliers, inventory, and your general ledger. So within the demo company, I have said we've got set up customers, suppliers, your inventory, and you'll see on the home screen you are able to browse certain of the items that we've got. So open one of those, and here you'll be able to edit your inventory as well as add certain new items if you want to add them onto your system. So I'm just going to go through the tabs that we've got. So we've got our edit section, which is for your general ledger, your customers, suppliers, and inventory, as well as projects. So if you're running projects, you can link certain of your invoices to projects and run reports based on those projects. You've got your processing options, which is your normal things like journals, cash book, bank reconciliation, your customers' documents, be it sales orders, invoices, return and debits, those type of things, as well as for suppliers. You can also do your inventory journals to bring in your stock, as well as a great feature which is called the count inventory. So you've also got your process menu, which is for your journals, your cash book, bank reconciliations, customers for the documents, for example, your invoicing, your sales orders, quotes, things like that, you'll process on your customer side. You can also do it on the supplier side for your purchase orders, invoices, goods received notes, those type of things. Unfortunately, the goods received note is not available on your Express, but as well is in your partner. You can also process inventory journals. So this would be to correct your stock figures for if you've done an inventory count and something is not looking right, you can do it there. Otherwise, you can also use the count inventory feature that is in Pastel Express as well as in Partner. Is a great feature to correct your stock. It gives you variation reports and things like that. If there was something that wasn't counted correctly, it actually gives you a report before updating your stock to actually where you can go and recount certain of those items. You've got your match open items. That is if you want to match, for example, a payment with an invoice, you can do it here. You've got your own hold assistant, which is a very great feature as well. This places certain documents on hold if you want to update your batches, but certain of those invoices or documents you can't update because you still have queries on them. You can use this assistant to run through all of those invoices, only put certain ones on hold, and then you can update the rest. You've got your view menu. This is where you can view certain reports like your financial reports for your trial balance, income statement, balance sheet. You can view transactions on your general ledger or detailed ledgers. You can also have your tax reports, which is here. You can view your customers. You can also send out your statements from here and then email them to your customers. You can also have your suppliers where you can check where your balances are, have it your age analysis, remittances, those type of things to then refer back to the statement that you received from your suppliers. You've also got inventory reports. So you've got your history on your items, be it for item sequence or chronological. You've got an inventory valuation report that gives you then as a whole what your stock is actually valuated as. You've got price lists. So if you've got different price lists set up within your system for your items and your inventory, you can then go and see certain item-based prices here. You've got your project reports. That's just a simplified report with if you don't have the module, then you can have a normal simplified project report. You can view open batches. So if you've got more than one user working on the system, you can track what they've actually got in open batches to post, and then you can always query if you need to. You've got your financial ratios, notes, you've got your intelligence reporting, which is a free module if you've got the Advantage package. It's a great feature to run management accounts, stock reorder levels, sales. You can even check your purchases, your inventory master. It is really a very great module, and it's absolutely free. It spits out your information into Excel, and it's live. So you can run it at any point in time, and it gives you live figures. We are also able to build you custom reports for these. So you're welcome to contact any of our offices to assist you with that. Okay, then we've got our change menu. So this is just an extra feature if there's something that you want to clear on your database or do maintenance on it, as well as on your setup side as well. You can customize your customer documents, supplier documents, reports as well. You've got your utility for your forms assistant, which is a great new feature that they've implemented. It started in version 18, where you can enhance the normal traditional form that looks dull. You can now add color to it, and this color can also be coordinated to the color that is the theme in your business. Able to do that with the new version. You've also got your normal forms designer, where if you need additional database fields on your forms, as well as additional headings or information, you can always do it through there as well. Then you've got your favorites bar. This is also something that is a great new feature. It was introduced because a lot of people were complaining about the time it takes to go through certain menus. For example, the view customers monthly periodic statements. So people were saying it is such a long process to go through just to get to the statement screen. So on the favorites, you can then add your statement as a favorite. You click OK. Then as soon as you go to your favorites and you click on statements, it takes you straight through to that menu option. So it works similar to what your favorites bar is on your Internet Explorer or your Chrome. It works in a similar fashion to that. So under your favorites bar, you can also manage your favorites. So you can also edit your descriptions. For example, where I just have statements listed, you can edit it to be customer statements or anything that would make it easier for you to refer back to that specific process that you were in when you created your favorites. And that is basically Pastel Express in a nutshell. So let's move on to Pastel Partner. Okay, Pastel Partner is a bit more of a meaty product. There is a lot more additional features and modules that you can purchase with the program. You've also got, like within Express, you've got your standard 4 cores, your general ledger, customers, suppliers, and inventory. With the addition of manufacturing, which is an additional module, project is also the same as in Express. You've got a time and attendance or time and billing. It is where you can capture your employees' timesheets and link it to certain projects. For example, you've got scheduled invoicing, which is a very great feature if you would like to schedule certain invoice to run at certain periods of time. You've also got something called recurring invoices, which you can set up a template of invoices that you know you're going to be processing religiously every month. And then you can literally just copy your batch into your invoice and update. So it simplifies having to process, let's say, 100 invoices and recapture them every single month. That will simplify that process for you. Under your process menu, you've got exactly the same thing. With regards to the foreign currency, module that you can purchase. You've got a revaluation report that you can run. This helps you to distinguish any discrepancies. That was when you processed your invoice, especially with regards to the exchange rate. So sometimes there is a bit of a difference. This report will help you calculate the difference to then process the journals to correct any imbalances that you may have. You've got your view menu, which looks similar to your Express, with the addition of the additional modules, which you can then have further reports on. Here you can also see your project tracker module, where you've got additional fields, for example, with your income statement, budgets, detail ledgers, exception reports, all of those linked to certain projects which you have captured. You've got your foreign currency, we've got your currency variances, you can list exchange rates which you've set up on the system. You've got the time and billing for your employee listings, your timesheets. You've also got your receipting module that is only available in Partner. This is a great tool to use for schools, for example, or places that uses receipt books that you still need to write out. The great feature with the receipts is also that it prints out a deposit slip for you, which you can then refer back to your bank deposit slip to make sure that the money that was deposited in the bank was exactly that was posted into Pastel. Within this menu, you also got your Sage Intelligence Reporting, or BIC, as you have in your Express. Okay, under the change menu, you've got the similar features as what you had in your Express, with the exception that in Partner, you're able to renumber codes for your inventory, your general ledger, customers, suppliers. You also have the delete inactive inventory items feature, which is a great new addition to the program. Here you can delete inactive inventory items that does not fall within the current financial year. What it does is it creates a item called ZZ deleted, for example, and then what it does is if there is any history of an item that you would like deleted on a certain document that you need to refer back to, it throws that item into that ZZ deleted item box just for the purpose of reprinting that document. You've also have the block customers and suppliers assistant. This then helps you to block customers and suppliers as a batch or as a certain, that you don't want to go one by one into the edit menu to do that. You've got your tax manager assistant, as well as you can reopen and clear tax manager settings. You've got your setup menu. This is for, once again, to set up your customers, suppliers, inventory, as well as your entry types or periods, as well as your tax, if you want to change your frequencies or if there's something else that changed. For example, when we had the change from 14 to 15%, this would then have been where you could edit your settings. You've got your utilities. So once again, we've also got the Forms Assistant available, as well as the Forms Designer as in Express, and your favorites menu like we discussed earlier. Okay, so as a recap, we looked at the Sage 50C cloud integrated programs, as well as the setup of Express and Partner. Thank you very much.